You know, there was a one time, I don't even know if I put this in the book, but this one really breaks my heart. I don't even know if this is one of his major complaints. But one time I was on a movie set, and I had just really got started, actually. I was on a movie set with Robert Townsend, Little Richie. It was like one of my first little gigs, like, and sometimes I was hired as an extra, but sometimes I was hired as a specialty. If you're in the industry, you know. So that's like, you know, we might have something that we want you to say, but we might just, you know what I'm saying? I always had a look that they was like, okay, well, maybe. Or maybe I just couldn't act. I don't know. But I would get the extra pay and the extra grace from God. So I would always get that bump from my agent. Like, okay, you're going in, you know, they might have you do some extra work, but you are being paid to do this type thing. So this was one of my early gigs, and I couldn't just leave the set, but the people told us that we was going to get off the set at we got there at like 6 in the morning. They only allowed to keep you till like 6 p.m. It was supposed to be a quick shoot. It wasn't supposed to be all day. I ended up being there until like 6 o'clock. So at 4 o'clock, I need to be leaving because I got to get to the school, pick up the kids. Dre is too young to sign him out, so I got to do a lot of stuff and make it there on time. Normally, I would only take 6 a.m. gigs so I could be home by 4. Well, this one kept going, and it kept going because I forget who that actor is that just kept getting on Robert Townsend's last nerves and couldn't get his gay act together. He was playing a gay man. He couldn't get it together. I don't know if what happened, but it went till like 6 o'clock, and so at 4 o'clock, I start panicking because if you leave, you could lose your SAG card, because I was SAG from that show. So I was also in the process of getting my SAG card, which is being a member of the Screen Actors Guild, which is like the biggest accomplishment to any beginner in the business, because now you get paid, you're part of the union, there's certain stuff they can't do to you, they have to pay you a certain rate, it's like a big thing. So I couldn't leave. It's 4 o'clock. I'm freaking out and I'm panicking. And Dre calls me and says, you know, he didn't get picked up yet. So now that means, you know, are you going to pick me up late? What are we doing? So, and I also worked at the cell phone company, so all my kids had cell phones. So I told him, I was like, look, I really don't know if I should walk off this set. I think he was like he was like maybe, like 10 or 11 years old. So like a little older than Carter, guys. Ooh, Andre. That's why I pay all your rent. I don't give a fuck, nigga. He was like maybe 10 or 11 years old. Because Blue was in the, you know, like the aftercare for kindergarten, maybe. So, yeah. 4 or 5 years old. Okay, guys, so damn, y'all gonna be mad. I did not save the live, but you know they're gonna screen record it. Hopefully they don't chip it and chop it all up, all fucked up. I can't believe I didn't save that live just now. I want to get this story out because I know that how the devil playing right now. He don't want me to tell this story. What part did I leave off on? Which part did I leave off on? We lost you at Dre was waiting for you to pick him up, but you couldn't. Okay, so this is probably my worst moment in motherhood. The worst moment I can remember. He had to catch a city bus, like no money. I'm instructing him from the school phone, like, Dre, it's either I walk off and I do this or you could do this. My baby was like, Mom, I got it. I could do it. And when I think back to how young he was, I'm like, oh my God, why did I even listen to him saying he could do it? He gets on the bus. Now he got to get to Blue before 6 o'clock or they going to call the CPS on my ass, because who leaves their kid at school? Girl, I want to leave. Now I can't leave. I can't leave because I'm on one of those buses way over here and my car is way over there. So even if I leave, I'm never going to make it through traffic. So So only thing I could do was had this tell you that my family is so fucking bogus, because why wouldn't I just call one of them, right? Nobody. Had nobody to call. My homegirls was on the set too, so they was with me working. And so he gets on the bus and this nigga gets lost. He takes the wrong bus. I tell him to go. When you get on the bus, you got to be on this side of the street. I'm telling him what side. I'm telling him what's over there. This nigga goes on the other side and goes east instead of it goes west, more west, like towards the beach, instead of going east towards the house. So he ain't calling. I don't know what to do. My child is lost. My other one is at school. I'm getting ready walk off. I'm telling my friends. I'm telling the people I feel sick. I'm making up shit. I'm doing shit. I'm moving. I'm scared as hell. I'm like, fuck that. I'm leaving. My baby is on the bus, lost somewhere. He ain't answered. He ain't called me because he's supposed to call me when he gets to this stop. It's a payphone right there. Call me right there. He didn't call. Y'all, when my heart fell out my chest, I started panicking. A whole hour went by. I'm on my way, about to walk out. This nigga calls. Mom, don't leave. I got it. Don't leave, Mom. Don't leave. Don't leave work. I got it. I figured it out. I got on the wrong bus. The bus driver helped me. I'm going back now. I'm going my way back now. I'm going to make it. Oh my God. So when he complained, I don't say shit. Okay, I don't say shit. He gets on the bus. He makes it to the other side. He calls me again. I'm getting ready to walk down the block now. I can see the school. I'm going to walk down the block. He gets to the school. He called me from the school and he says, Mom, they said I'm not old enough. I can't take him. I'm not old enough. He said, Mom, they said I'm too young. I can't take him. I can't sign him out. He did all this work and he was so proud of himself and he was so scared and I was so scared. And then he told him I can't take him. I said, Andre, I'm already en route. I'm on my way. I'm probably going to be like 45 minutes late. It'll be fine. It's like $1. Can y'all still hear me? Because the devil is busy. Ooh, the devil is busy. He don't want me to let this out. We gonna get it out though. He don't. Ooh, y'all, I ain't never got that many calls. I don't know who that is either. You can hear me? Okay. Okay, so we was in the middle of a story. I saved that last piece. If you can get that last piece, you can watch it. Okay, so he gets to the school and then they won't let him sign him out. So I'm like, just wait right there. I'll be right there. When I ended up leaving, they signed my paperwork. They let me still get my SAG card. Everything good. I'm on my way. It's going to be $45. My son is there. I'm good. I'm safe, right? He calls me back like, Mom, they said they got to call the CPS because they can't stay. They can't wait 45 minutes. They can't wait 45 minutes. I said, Dre, I'm going to need you to break the rule. I need you to break a rule. And we'll worry about it later. I said, when they turn their head, grab my baby and run the fuck out of there and go home. And he said, bet, I got you. Always so father-like, always so supportive. I know God got to have his hand over him at some point because, whoo, Jesus. So he called me from home and he said, the lady walked out the room and I don't know what kind of telekinesis him and John got, but they took off, ran out the school. He said the lady came outside and was like, "Hey, you got to come back, bring him back." And by the time I got home, Dre had he had made him some hot dogs. He had made them some hot dogs with bread because we didn't have no buns. And they was sitting there watching their shows, and I just came home and gave him the biggest hug. But I could just remember, like, it took the innocence. It took his innocence. Like, he looked, I could see that worried look on his face. I could see, like, he smiled like I did it, but it was like that robbed him of probably at least 2 or 3 years of his innocence, because he had just committed riding a school bus, a city bus with all the deranged lunatics. That's why I don't believe in buses no more. He said everything went down on the bus. He said they was fighting on the bus. They was shooting dice on the bus, banged on him on the bus. He went through holy hell to get over there. And then when he got over there, he had to do a whole kidnapping. Got home and fed his brother, and probably put his hair on his chest. That he probably was not, most kids was at practice, or, their dads was out throwing the ball with them. Whatever, and he was out there being a dad. And what really hurts the most is that John forgets stuff like this. Like, yeah, you had a dad. You play those daddy games, but I think Andre was more your dad than your brother. So that's why I give him grace. I do. I give him grace, even though I had to do it too. And if you read my book, I had to do it. And I had to do it for no reason, because wasn't nobody at work. Wasn't nobody trying to make nothing happen. Wasn't nobody trying to shake no trees or, do nothing productive. I was literally trying to work and pay bills and keep from being homeless. And he had to step up. But I get it. Like, like I said, I have my dad. These things definitely made him stronger, but it also made him angrier. It made him, when Blue went to jail, Dre lost it again. And the trauma probably came back of not being able to save his brother, not being able to do his fatherly duties. So I give him grace, because I know he stresses about, Callie and Dre and so much that it's probably affecting his ability to be a husband, to raise his kids. So I give him his grace, and I don't give it to him to the point where I let him be a bitch about it, because it's like, you still have to live through this. You still got to make it through this, And my grandmother, patted my dad on the back for what he went through and overcame, but she still always made him, it's part of your journey. You still got to be responsible. You still got to keep going. God knew what you was going to have to go through before you went through it. So we just have to trust him and believe in him to get on the path that he gave all of that to us for, because it's not just our life, all of us, is not just for ourselves. Our experiences are for each other. There's a mother out there right now that wants to be an actress, that got 2 kids, 3 kids, and she trying to figure out, should I try it? Should I not try it? Yes, bitch, go for it. Do it. Make it happen. Fight for it. God gonna have your kids regardless, because he sees you trying. He sees you trying. Now, I'm not saying go for it to the point where if it's going to affect your kids in a way that they need you, they need your nurturing, they need, they're sick or whatever the case may be. Just like any job, you can't just go full-fledged if you have things that you have to do first with your kids. Once I saw that, okay, he could help me, and he was okay with helping me, well, it appeared that way. I didn't know he was, it was overwhelming him in the way that it was. Like, damn, I got to go to school. I got to help them. I got to help you. I am not sweet. I'm a bitch. But thank you, girl. You got to wear your armor. You know what I'm saying? You got to wear your armor. It's some demons and some thugs and some gangsters out here. You got to wear your armor sometimes. But sometimes you got to also let another mother know, another father, a single father know. You know what I mean? CPS has to come. If the lady that, just so you guys know, because she's saying CPS ain't coming. If the lady got her own kids to go pick up, she does not have to stay there with your kids. That is a courtesy that the school does for you. They do not have to do it. If they have an urgent matter and they need to leave, they have to call CPS. But if a teacher has a matter that they have to take care of, and they'd have to go to the hospital to see their dad, I don't know, whatever the case may be, they do not. That is a courtesy that they're doing for you at that school. Most of them will wait 10, 15 minutes for you, but if you tell them you're going to be an hour late and they have an engagement that they don't want to sacrifice for, they have to call CPS. So don't be thinking every single time you're going to get away with paying that $1 per minute. If that teacher got to go, baby, they going to call CPS on your kids. She crying because she was explaining the time when the daycare was trying to call CPS on her. She wasn't trying. She just said that she couldn't wait 45 minutes because they knew my 45 minutes was really probably an hour and a half. When you tell somebody I'm going to be there in 45 minutes, they know. And I didn't get home till like an hour and a half. Y'all know the LA traffic. It always been this way. So she knew that 45 minutes meant she was probably going to have to wait past even longer than she's allowed to. They can't stay with your kid, just your kid, in the school all night. If the school is closed, you got a certain time for them people to call CPS. So don't listen to her. Don't try it.
Secret password to say in the comment section to let me know you made it until the end of the video is, if you think this was neglectful, say neglect. If you think it was an honest mistake, say mistake. If you're unsure, if you don't know, say I don't know. If you don't care, say I don't care. If you don't care, why you here? If you say I don't care, I'm going to spit in your ear. I mean, I'm going to cuss you out in the comment section because you shouldn't be here if you don't care. Clicking thumbs up is free. Posting a comment is free. Clicking the hype button is free. We have lots of freebies here. If you want to send me a donation, click super thanks. You can send me a donation one time or whatever Wyclef said. But if you want to send me a donation every single month, that's called what again? Channel membership. That's right. That's what it's called. You can become a channel member. You can have a little badge next to your name to let me know you are an official member of the Illuminati. Happy Mother's Day to those women who pushed babies out of their wombs, and to the women that did not because they went to the chop shop. Go to hell. No, but seriously, listen, y'all, we need to talk about this in the comment section. Karlissa is saying that she left one of the kids at the school because she had work to do, but she wanted to go pick him up. It's just that things were conflicting, you know, the time and everything. It was just all messed up and everything. And some of y'all are going to be like, see, I never liked Robert Townsend anyway. Hush. The Parenthood, Meteor Man. Wasn't it 5 Heartbeats he was behind that as well? Robert Townsend is a legend. And his daughter, Sky Townsend, is fine as hell. That woman's a dime. And she's really funny and she's a great actress. And if she wanted to get married, I would get down on one knee and lick it. I would propose to her. That's what I meant to say. This is a long live. Karlissa went in. She talked about her childhood, you know, the stuff with her stepfather. This is the type of stuff she talked about in her book. As a matter of fact, I will post a link and pin it to the top of the comment section. If you guys never saw my video that I posted, was it like last year, of her talking about the shenanigans that allegedly happened when she was growing up. It's an insane story. Let's just say, trigger warning for those that missed the video. Let's just say the R word allegedly that rhymes with grape. So all this other stuff, just like, anyways. And she said her mama went and got her an ice cream cone. Anyways, a lot of y'all are confused. So if you watch the video, it's a long video. But she goes into graphic detail of her alleged horrible childhood and everything. And now she's talking about how she wrote her book and she forgave her mother. And like I said, see, she went live like 2-3 times because the live cut off. She accidentally clicked the microphone off or something and it was mute. You couldn't hear her. So she came on like 3 times technically, but I happened to be there for pretty much just about all of it. And she only saved like, I think one of the lives technically on an Instagram page, but I got just about the whole thing. As I kept coming back, I wanted to hear what she was going to say. So she was like, I got the over 2 hours version of it. This is just a clip of it. So I'm going to chop this up to about 5 videos. Okay. Okay. So she talked about Megan Thee Stallion in one of the clips that I'm going to be posting. She talked about how Jaden, if I'm not mistaken, was allegedly paying for Blueface's studio time. I'm pretty sure that's what she said, if I heard her correctly. She talked about the pregnant women the women that Blueface allegedly has pregnant right now, because it's like 2-3 women, if I'm not mistaken. Also, let me see, what else did she talk? She talked about a bunch of different things, you guys. But I guess those are basically the main parts of it. Oh, did I mention Megan Thee Stallion? I'm going to post that video and I might post that one first, come to think about it. She was talking about Megan Thee Stallion down being with all these men and Claudia Jordan. And I'm just sitting there. I'm like, I can't believe it. I can believe it. What I'm talking about. Blueface's mother is going in on Meg Thee Stallion and Claudia Jordan, basically calling them some hoes. And this was all yesterday, the day before Mother's Day. So this is Saturday, May 9th of 2026. Okay. But I'm going to post it today as I'm recording this on May 10th of 2026, Mother's Day. How many of you are mothers? Let me know below, because this is technically a Mother's Day video, even though it's not really about Mother's Day, but I'm tying it in because it's your day today. And a lot of y'all are motherfuckers. So you count too. Shout out to you MFs out here. So let's talk about it in the comment section. Shout out to Karlissa. You went crazy on this live. You talked about a lot of things, and some of the things you said were so crazy. And I just had to share it with the world. And she talked about people using her videos and clipping it up and reposting and everything. She talked about the blogs. I don't have a blog. I talk about entertainment. I review people and things, and I provide commentaries, but I don't really consider myself to be a blogger. Okay. I don't identify as a blogger. So if you have to respect trans people and all these other people's pronouns and all that other shit, you have to respect mine too. Okay. I'm an entertainer who is pretending to possibly allegedly be an alleged blogger. However, I am not a blogger, whatever that's supposed to be. Somebody who talks into a microphone. Okay. Gosh darn it. Anyways, make sure you click thumbs up before you leave. Make sure you leave a comment below if you're just saying hi. Subscribe, choose all notifications if you want to. If not, screw you. And I hope you have a bad Mother's Day, mother.